everyone, today I'm here to do a tag video for you. Today I am doing the Valentine's Day Book Tag, and I did this tag a couple years ago, and I'm all about revisiting the old tags lately because as with any kind of tag, your answers change throughout the years, and it's interesting to see like a book you picked for a certain answer years ago is not the same as it is now. Either way, I'll link my old tag for you up here and down below, and I'll also link the original one as well. Happy Valentine's Day. Hope it was great. Mine was just a regular day in my opinion, but either way, let's talk about love and Valentine's Day and mushy gushy books. Why not? The first question is favorite basic romance plot. So what kind of romance things do you like, or what tropes do you like within the romance genre? My hands down favorite is from hate to love. I love reading when people are enemies and when they first meet each other, like, I can't stand you, but you're like, you know you guys are gonna fall in love. And then they do. It's the best thing ever. I also love a ton of other tropes as well, like from the friends to being lovers. Secret, I can't love you, but I really do love you. There's so many tropes that I love, but I love, my favorite hands down is the hate to love one. The second question is favorite classic romance. Last time I answered Pride and Prejudice, which I guess I could still count the same. I don't read classic books. I'm just going to be upfront with you. I don't have a desire to read them. I know a lot of people really push themselves to read classics and they want to broaden their horizons. And I do want to broaden my horizons, but I've tried reading classics before. It's just not me. Maybe 5 years from me will be like, why'd you say that? You love classics now. Who knows what the future holds? But as of right now, I'm not into classics. So I guess I'll just say, Pride and Prejudice, Mr. Darcy, and Elizabeth Bennet. Boom, there you go. 3 is favorite feel-good romance, and I have a lot of those. I'm gonna give you 3 because I can't ever make my mind up because I just love romance in general. One of my, like I said, my favorite trope is the hate to love, and the perfect feel-good romance for that is The Hating Game by Sally Thorne. I talk about this book all the time. It's amazing. It's definitely two people that hate each other at the beginning of the book, and by the end of the book, you can guess what happens. Either way, totally feel-good romance. Another one, the kind of the I really like you but I can't like you, is I've Got Your Number by Sophie Kinsella. Another really cute feel-good romance. Love this book. Listen on audio. Amazing audio. And for YA, for a feel-good romance, I picked Alex Approximately by Jen Bennett. This is a kind of You've Got Mail romance, if you're into that, which I highly recommend because I love You've Got Mail, but it's the kind of secret, like, they don't know they're talking to each other, and, like, you know, they know. Does that make sense? Like, You've Got Mail, like, they're talking to a person that they already know in real life, but they don't know that they're talking to them online. I don't know. It's adorable. Definitely feel good. And the next question is favorite sad romance. Hands down, The Last Letter from Your Lover by Jojo Moyes. So freaking sad, but so amazing. Goodness. And also for a YA recommendation is The Sun Is Also a Star. Again, it's also feel-good. It's also a feel-good romance and kind of sad, so you can mix them up, but so sad. Both of these made me cry, I'm not gonna lie. The next question is favorite genre to add fantasy to. So I don't know if I could say chick lit for this because I feel like chick lit's kind of a prerequisite almost as romance. I don't know if that's true. No, I've read a lot of chick lit books that don't have romance in it, so, and that's no shame in that at all. That's awesome. So I guess chick lit. I also like adding romance. I also like adding romance to fantasy books. Those are really fun to read. I love reading a really rich fantasy book, but also with a dash of romance. Not too much romance. I don't want to overtake the whole fantasy plot, but just enough to keep your interest piqued. I do like that. Then we have least favorite romance of all time. I don't know what to put for this one. There's not been a romance that I've read that I'm like, I could care less about you guys. I don't know. I mean, I wasn't a huge fan of the romance within The Savage Song by Victoria Schwab. I don't want to tell you what, but I didn't feel like it was necessary. So I guess I could pick that one. I don't know. Like I said, I'm not too picky on, no, I'm going to say, oh goodness, this is going to be hard for me to get. This is going to be really making people mad. It's not my least favorite romance, but I'm not in love with the romance, and that is Selena and Rowan. I'm just not a fan of them together. I don't know. I'm a Kale shipper. I will go down with the ship even though the ship is sunk and exploded and smithered and gone to pieces. I'm just not a fan of Rowan, okay guys? I don't know. But it's not my least favorite by any means. Like, I don't hate reading about them. I just don't love it. Then our next question is favorite literary couple of all time. I mean, we all know. Ron and Hermione from Harry Potter is my ultimate OTP. They're my favorite literary couple of all time. And I know a lot of people don't like Ron and Hermione and don't feel like they should belong together. I think they do. I've loved them since day one. I will continue loving them forever, no matter what books are going to be released, no matter what plot it takes them women, I do not care. I love Ron and Hermione. I'll just say it. That's the only, I don't read a ton of fan fiction, but the only fan fiction I will read is like within the Harry Potter world, and it's usually Ron and Hermione. Because I just love them. The next question is, if you could have one literary significant other, who would it be? This question is flawed because I can't just pick one, because that's too hard, guys. So I'm gonna pick like, you know, 3 or 4 because that's my life. I can't pick one. Okay, first one, Gansey from the Raven Boys. I love, love, love Gansey. He would definitely be one of my significant others. Another one, I can't pull out the box because it's in a box set, is Will Herondale from the Infernal Devices. Love Will Herondale. I feel like that would probably be my #1, honestly, because he just, I feel like I would connect well with him. And my last one would be Rhysand, I can never pronounce his name right, from A Court of Wings and Ruin series. Holy crap, do I love Rhysand. I don't know how do you say his name. Is it Reese or Rice? If it's Reese, I can remember that because it's Reese's Cup. My life is sad. But either way, freaking love him to pieces. And then we have some non-related book questions. The first one of that is, do you have a special someone this Valentine's Day? Yes, my husband. We've been married for 10 years this year, so he's my Valentine. Also, my son's my Valentine too. It doesn't have to be a significant other. It could be your kids. It could be your best friend. It could be your Galentine, Leslie Knope style. Nothing wrong with that. Question #2 for non-related is favorite Valentine's Day candy. Anything chocolate. I love chocolate. Gosh, I love the Lindor chocolates the best. Those things are amazing. I also really enjoy the sweet tart suckers that they bring out every Valentine's Day. They're very, very tart suckers, and I can only have a few of them because they will mess up your mouth because they're so tart, but they are amazing. So chocolate and like sweet tart stuff is my style. Will you wear red, pink, white, or none of the above on Valentine's Day? I'm white, but I mean, I wore workout clothes. I think it was like a blue shirt. I didn't dress up at all. There's your favorite romance movie. Oh, so many. You've Got Mail. I love You've Got Mail. Also, About Time. About Time is one of those gems that nobody talks about, but it's so amazing. But the difference between these 2 movies I talked about is I can watch You've Got Mail any day of the week and be like happy. It's a happy-go-lucky movie. About Time, you gotta psych yourself up for that because it's a beautiful film, but it's gonna make you cry. Like, my husband put it on the other night and I was like, why'd you put this on? I'm gonna cry. And I did. But either way, that is such a beautiful movie. I'd recommend, if you love really romance movies, watch About Time. It's like romance and a lot of family too. Loved it. I have so many other romance movies too. Favorite love songs. I also have a lot of these. #1, my favorite love song right now is Perfect by Ed Sheeran. Ed Sheeran, you ever have those musicians that you really don't want to like? You're just like, I'm not going to get into the hype. I'm not going to like these musicians because everyone else does. And then you just end up liking them anyway. That is Ed Sheeran for me. Every time a song of his comes out, I'm like, no, I'm not going to like it. Freaking sing it all day. Perfect is a beautiful song. Love that song. Another one is Lucky. Is it just called Lucky? Maybe it's Lucky in Love? I don't know. But it's by Jason Mraz and Colby Calais. It's kind of an older one, but I love. It's kind of like a beachy love song. I really enjoy it. I can't think of any other ones right now. Oh my gosh, I usually have a whole plethora of them. But those are my 2 right now, I guess you could say. I don't know. There's another one by Colby Calais too. It's called I Do. It's really cute. I love hers. There's also some by Sarah Bareilles that I really like. I can't think. Oh, I Choose You. That's really good. Oh, and also 1,000 Years by Christina Perri. I know it's got the Twilight thing, but it's a really cute song. Favorite thing about Valentine's Day is just love. I love love, honestly. I love it. Least favorite thing. I think my least favorite thing about Valentine's Day is the stigma that you have to have a significant other to enjoy Valentine's Day. And I don't think that's the case at all. I think you can be single and have an amazing Valentine's Day. I mean, Galentine's Day is the day before Valentine's Day where you get with all your girl pals and, you know, you're each other's Galentines. I think that's great. You don't have to be with someone to celebrate Valentine's Day. And if you are single and alone, that's okay too. If you love being single, you rock that thing. I don't know. I just don't like the stigma that you have to have someone on Valentine's Day. And the last question is what are you doing on this Valentine's Day? Absolutely nothing. My husband and I celebrated Valentine's Day a week early, but we went out to dinner, and that was nice, and that's how I celebrated, I guess. We don't make it a huge, huge ordeal. Like, he doesn't have to order me a hot air balloon. That'd be nice, though, but I'd be scared of the height. I don't know. Either way, that's what I did. Nothing. There you have it. There's the Valentine's Day book tag. Like I said, this tag's been out for a while, so feel free to do it if you desire to. If you enjoyed it, be sure to give this video a thumbs up. hit subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.